Yo, dudes, the Empire's pretty chill. Maybe you could, join it or something.
Hey everyone, Lucamus Prime here. So, it's time for the next episode of Movie That Deserves a Sequel, and in today's video, I thought I would this time talk about a film which is actually one of my favourite action movies of all time, which is also my favourite film in this particular franchise this film is in, and is also, in my opinion, one of those examples of a pretty late sequel which turned out to be absolutely amazing, and in my opinion, the best of that franchise. And this film, of course, which I'm covering, which I think does deserve a sequel, is none other than 2015's Mad Max Fury Road. So, now you guys are probably wondering, of course, what do I think of this film? Well, as I just said, I absolutely adore this movie. I think it's one of the greatest action films ever made. And I definitely think it's also, in my opinion, the best of the Mad Max franchise. And it's definitely an amazing return to form for it as well. And definitely a way to bring out a franchise in a great way, in my opinion. Because you have lots of really awesome action and great characters in this. Max himself being a great character played by Tom Hardy, who definitely, I think, is a very good choice for a role. Well, after, of course, the character was first played by Mel Gibson. I can accept them casting in the role with Tom Hardy, of course, because according to the director, George Miller, he didn't want the character of Max to age. He wants the character to remain the same age in the film, so that's why he casted a younger actor for a role. And I think Tom Hardy was definitely a great choice. I mean, he is a great actor, so of course he definitely did a really great job in this as Max. And with great supporting characters, and also a great villain being Immortan Joe as well. And I think the action is also really awesome too, as well. And I also as well definitely really love the score composed by Junkie XL as well in this. I think he's probably, in my opinion, the most underrated composer of all time. And his music in this was absolutely awesome to listen to. And coupled with the action, it definitely, fades so well, in my opinion. Yeah, the action was just absolutely great to see in this movie, with the music to listen to as well. And the story was also great too, as well. A nice way to bring back a franchise, and I think they did it really well. And on the topic of why I'd love to see a sequel to this, so due to, of course, this film being, of course, my favourite in the franchise, I definitely think it really saved the franchise, and I really do hope it will continue on. So, when it comes, of course, to the future of the franchise, we are going to be getting somewhat of another Mad Max movie, because next year we are slated to be getting a prequel called Furiosa, which I'm definitely really looking forward to watching, because I'm really into this franchise, and I want to see as much of it as possible. So I'll definitely be watching that, but at the same time, I do really want them to do a sequel to Fury Road. So I'd love to see many of the cast from this film return, and I definitely think that would be a great idea to bring many familiar faces back, like Max and Furiosa herself, with Charlize Theron coming back as her as well. And everyone else who survived Fury Road, I definitely think deserves a chance to return in this potential sequel. So hopefully a sequel can be guaranteed, because there has been, unfortunately, some early efforts to produce projects, but it's all unfortunately gone wrong due to a pay dispute between Warner Brothers and George Miller, which is a big shame. So yeah, screw Warner Brothers for that. So I really do hope that George Miller one day gets the chance to do the sequels he intends to do, because as well as this prequel, he does plan to do 2 other Mad Max stories. And he also apparently wants to go with his potential 5th movie, Mad Max The Wasteland, which is actually a pretty good title, actually, yeah. So definitely leaves me very excited to see what he has in store for us with this sequel. So 2 Mad Max stories are being planned, guys, and I really hope they come to fruition. So, because I really do think that Fury Road is a really big example in action movie territory of a film that does deserve a sequel. In the meantime, what I will do is I will keep rewatching the films, because I have all of the Mad Max movies so far, the Mel Gibson trilogy and Fury Road on Blu-ray, And I, of course, as well, if you guys have seen my Mad Max ranking and my Titans of Cold Steelbook video, I do all Mad Max Fury Road as a Titans of Cold Steelbook, and I'll keep rewatching the movie alongside, of course, the other films in the franchise, with hope that they'll do a sequel to Fury Road very soon. But in the meantime as well, I'm also very excited for Fury Road, so I definitely can't wait to see that. I'm pretty excited for it. So yeah. So guys, long story short, in my opinion, Mad Max Fury Road is definitely a big example I can say of a film that does deserve a sequel. So guys, this is me covering why I think it deserves one. So you know the drill, be sure to give this video a like. Also, be sure to let us know in the comments what you guys think of Mad Max Fury Road. If you see it, do you think you need a sequel or not? Let me know in the comments below what you think. Also, be sure to join Team Prime by pressing subscribe. My videos coming in the future. If you would like to be a member, you can restore using a piece of that or a description, and I'll see you all later.